Welcome to another Trading Cycles video. It's week 10 and the year is 2024. My name is Urmas, and before we get to see what the last week did bring us and what to expect from the new week on financial markets, I need to remind you that this content is provided for educational purposes only, and before you make any decisions, do your own due diligence and discuss the topic with your financial advisor if needed. And always trade the price, not the prediction. Now, let's have a look what the week did bring us. So I did point out a couple of companies that catch my eye. So one of them was Apple and one of them was Dell Computers, for example. Yeah. Now, during the week, what did happen there? So obviously the financial markets were quite positive again. Yeah, at least S&P 500 ended up with a new all-time high again. Small cap stocks did obviously show some resilience as well. And crypto obviously has been quite hot topic. We also did see home sales numbers last week, and they were not so positive as expected. And manufacturer indications were obviously showing a bit improvement. Now, we did hear about Apple last week as well, and I'm going to cover it in a moment. Obviously what happened there was that Apple did cancel their EV project. Yeah, so they were working on this project for about 10 years, I believe. Yeah, and the dream was to build an autonomous car that didn't have any wheel or pedals, but finally decided to drop this one. And well, it's a shame we wouldn't see any Apple logos on the cars near time soon, but good thing is that most of the team will be now assigned to AI projects within the company, and the team was quite large, about 2,000 people there, I believe. Yeah. So Apple is working very strongly now on its AI products and services. And soon after I did cover this topic on this channel, we did hear also that Apple is working on their Swift programming platform and building AI tools into that as well to help obviously developers with AI. Yeah, and I believe that's not the only project they're working on, so there should be more news coming in the next coming months as well. Yeah. Now, what else happened with Apple? So Apple did lose its conviction list membership, at least by Goldman Sachs, and yeah, they think that it's not really worthy anymore of growth to be in that elite list area. So well, we'll see how Apple is gonna react. Obviously the past few months haven't been very positive for the company. All right. Now, what did we see last week to be very positive were earnings, and we did get quite many companies surprising there as well. So one of them was Zoom, then AutoZone, CRM, so Monster, and Dell. Dell was one of the ones that did catch my eye. They did rise quite a bit after their earnings call, and the reason being that they have quite big backlog now for AI servers, and obviously the demand is higher than they expected, so there is good growth potential as well for Dell in that area. Now, who did lose and didn't perform so well was Snowflake. It's a cloud computing company, and basically what happened there was that the numbers were not so bad, but the guidance was fairly poor, and also their CEO decided to retire. Now I believe the position will be taken over by their AI lead there soon, and obviously we'll see. I think Snowflake is gonna be a quite strong company still, but at the moment it doesn't really look good for this this business. Yeah. What else happened? Elon Musk sued OpenAI, and the reason being is that obviously Elon is trying to now get OpenAI back to its roots. So basically it was meant to be non-profit organization, and AI code was supposed to be open as well, as the name suggests. But obviously the company has been monetizing it quite heavily and doing it in alliance with Microsoft. Yeah, so I think if something is going to happen there, then it's going to affect Microsoft quite heavily, as this company has invested quite well into it and integrated already those products into their product lines as well. Yeah. So we'll see what's going to come out of that, but yeah, it is an interesting development. And Sam Altman was also included in that case, and Sam Altman was also how should I put it now? SEC is interested in Sam Altman as well, because obviously he might have misled investors in his statements earlier. Yeah, so yeah, it's not looking good. Now, on the other hand, the lawyers might be the ones who are benefiting the most out of these law cases, because obviously that might take years until they get something sorted there. But they have been also benefiting from the law case, or basically suing Elon against his major bonus there, yeah, which he was supposed to get but didn't now, because court ruled otherwise. So they are now claiming about 5.6 billion, I believe, in Tesla stocks for their fees. Okay, well, that's a good pay, to be honest, yeah, for lawyers. So yeah, that's how it looks. So I don't know who is gonna win the most, but yeah, it might be the lawyers after all. Now, the banking sector did see another failure there, or about to fail. The New York Community Bank has been in focus now lately. It did plunge after a company announced that it had identified material weakness in its internal controls. Yeah, and basically Moody's has now downgraded it to junk, and same happened with Finch, so they think it's junk as well. So, and what else? Barron's and Bloomberg have indicated that there might be 10 more banks that are in risk because of commercial real estate market weakness there. Yeah, and those symbols are here that they pointed out. Yeah, I haven't looked into those in great detail yet, but yeah, something to obviously be aware of. Yeah, and here is the NYCB stock graph as well. So it's been on quite heavy decline, and it did obviously continue on Friday quite heavily as well. Now, AI impact to GDP has been pointed out by ARK Investment Management, and they think that it's gonna be affecting GDP very, very heavily, more so than steam engine at times, or information technology boom between 1995 and 2005. So yeah, we'll see if those numbers are correct, but yeah, they think it's gonna affect GDP very, very heavily. Now, how did S&P perform last week? So basically what we saw there, we saw quite a bit of weakness or sideways movement during the first 3 trading days, And on Thursday, Friday, we had another strong upside movement, and we did end the week with a new all-time high again. Yeah. And 50-day moving average has been in those mid ranges. Now it did recover a bit. So same going on with 200-day moving average for S&P 500. So that's been above those 70% areas, and it did gain some strength as well during the week. Yeah. VIX index has been very low, and there has been no change so far. Yeah. And technically S&P is very strong, yeah, as we have seen. So that strength is continuing. So the only way seems to be up at the moment, and how long it's going to continue, we shall see. I think some sort of correction is going to be soon with us, but is it going to be just correction to support, or is it going to be something else? Well, we will have to wait and see how it's going to go. On weekly, we can see that yes, it is very overstretched at the moment, and yeah. Good news obviously is that by statistics we have seen now very strong January and February, and if you look at previous data going back to 1950s, then S&P 500 has finished the rest of the year higher, 27 years out of 28 years when that has happened. And the final 10 months has been higher out of those 28 times on 26 occasions. Yeah, so that's quite strong indication that this year should continue to be bullish. Now, if you look at small caps, then these did gain some strength as well last week, but not too much. Obviously, we still have this resistance here, and until it's going to be broken, then yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to hold, but yeah, we shall see then. Now, sector performance wise, the strongest was technology and weakest was communication this week. And if you look at the S&P Heatmap here, so then we can see that Google was one of the weakest ones, and also Apple did go quite weak, and now overall the market was quite mixed during the week. Yeah. If you look at the insider buying and selling activity, then we can see that the selling pressure is continuing, and there is no really active buying on the market at the moment. And there have been some more names obviously popping up during the week as well, and one of them was, for example, NVIDIA's board member Harvey Jones, who sold about 53 million worth of NVIDIA stock, and that accounted about 8% of his whole portfolio there, but he has been selling before as well. So last year he did sell quite a bit more. Now the reason why he's selling is unclear, but yeah, as I explained earlier, yeah, as well, then it's hard to say why people are selling. If they would be buying, then that's a good sign that they believe in the company, but yeah, there might be just some partial profit taking or other reasons, you'll never know. Now, fear and greed index is still in extreme greed zone. It did give up 1 point during the week, but yeah, overall it's still very bullish. And if you look at the timeline here, then it's been in that zone now since November, December last year, and same was basically going on last spring, summertime, when the market was very strong. So yeah, how long it's gonna hold, well, we'll keep an eye on it. When it breaks down from here, then maybe there is gonna be another correction coming. But yeah, the signs for bullish market are still there, and statistics are obviously confirming that as well. Now, seasonally, we might expect some sort of correction here, yeah, as previous years have indicated. And there are going to be 2 quite red zones as well coming up, yeah, in March. Now, Astrological Calendar is pointing to a maybe strong beginning of the week, but week end or second half of the week might be a bit weaker now, yeah. And also our black box model is pointing to maybe higher beginning, but then there might be some declines, and maybe next week is going to be a bit more heavier decline there, but we'll see how it's going to play out. And now what to expect from the markets this week? Well, we can see Fed Chair Jeremy Powell speaking even twice this week, yeah, so we'll see if he has something new to say or he's going to continue his mantra there, obviously higher for longer, or maybe there's going to be something else. We'll see. Obviously the most important is going to be to follow the job market numbers there on Friday, and there will be some earnings coming up from the retail giants as well, so like Costco and Target, and also Kroger and Broadcom are reporting this week. Yeah. Now, if you look at days separately, then yeah, we have, for example, Target on Tuesday. Also, then we have Campbell Soup on Wednesday. Then we have Costco on Thursday, and Kroger as well on Thursday, and Broadcom. So Thursday is going to be quite active day for earnings. And if we now look into the Willis Tower Watson that we have been following here cyclically, then yeah, this market is kind of starting to turn now if you look at the price movement. Yeah, so there is a slight resistance forming as well. Now, is it going to go according to this cyclical analysis? Well, we'll see. At least that's what we expect at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you look at the graphs here, then the turning points are also in front of us now. So the next turning point is going to be on Monday, on 4th. Thereafter 12th, then 15th, 19th, 22nd, and 28th. So next week, yes, the main turning point might be on Monday. Is it going to be to the downside? Well, we'll see how accurate it is. Yeah. Now, if you look at US oil, crude oil there, then this market has now started to rise on Friday. The next turning point is coming up on Tuesday, the 5th, and one thereafter is Wednesday, the 13th. Gold market has seen some strength as well last week, and it did turn from this turning point that we had on 29th, and the next one coming up is on 14th. Now, if we look at the Bitcoin there, yeah, so Bitcoin has seen some good strength after this turning point here on 24th, and is it gonna now correct a bit, or is it going to continue its rise? Well, it's hard to say. Maybe this leg up has now exhausted. Well, we'll see how the next turning point is gonna affect the price movement. All right. And from the big names here that we have been following as well, so Apple is showing some strength, although it's been going by those cyclical movements here, so we might expect some sort of turn to the upside as well next week. Amazon has been very strong and continues to be strong, so there are no signs at the moment of correction at all. Maybe another breakout coming. Google is obviously weak, and there has been change of character at the moment, so we'll see if it's going to continue lower through those support lines here. At the moment it's against that support, and we'll see if it's going to hold. Microsoft has been very strong and continues to be strong. NVDA also very strong and continues to be strong. Tesla, as mentioned earlier, yeah, don't have great belief to this stock at the moment, so it's showing a bit of strength there, but not really convincing at the moment. So I do suspect that Tesla will correct for the next couple of weeks, even longer. And Netflix has been breaking out here from that flag formation, yeah, and it's been going according to the plan, really, yeah. So is it gonna be as high as the first leg was? Well, possibly. Then we should have some strength still to go upside, yeah. All right, so we might see another leg up there to even 650s, yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, we'll see how it's gonna play out from here. And PayPal has been very weak, and I don't have great belief to that stock either, yeah. So obviously the guidance was quite weak, and obviously they have some bigger problems there to sort out before it's gonna improve, so we'll see. But yeah, that's about it, I think. So we'll see how it's gonna go. The week is gonna be again quite eventful, and I'll wish you a great week. Obviously, if you do like our content, then please subscribe and share and like, and obviously spread the word. That's obviously appreciated. And if you have any questions or you want to obviously give us some guidance there as well, then please do so. You can write comments underneath this video. So that's all appreciated. Thank you very much and have a great week.